business skills, financial skills, or even entrepreneur skills don't exist. In actuality, the majority of useful skills comes from combining smaller ones. Additionally, just much every important skill worth learning may be found along with a specific set of micro skills. We'll go over 10 of those micro skills in this video that we think are essential if you want to succeed in life. Putting out a concept is number one on the list, so let's start there. Many people have excellent ideas. You most likely do too, and you'll keep coming up with brilliant ideas throughout your life. However, one issue that many people have is their inability to clearly express such beliefs. And because of that, they are unable to communicate clearly through words. They are unable to adequately describe it to others. They struggle when asked to summarize their ideas in just one sentence. Even when the concept is crystal clear in their minds, they appear to be unsure of what they're discussing. Some people say it's a vocabulary issue. Others may not understand concepts or frameworks pretty well at all. People will understand what you mean if you claim that LinkedIn is the largest professional network on the internet. However, if you claim that LinkedIn is similar to Facebook, but not actually, that you can recruit people there, that it is not a platform for freelancing, and that many influential people use it? You didn't actually say all that much though, and here's a brief piece of advice. Start journaling every morning for 5 or 10 minutes. Just jot down any thoughts that come to you. This trains you to capture your ideas on paper and improve your ability to articulate your thoughts clearly. Exciting people is number 2. Are people willing to join you? Can you make a choice seem too good to pass up? Most likely you've been around people who sound intriguing no matter what they say. You don't regret doing it even if it doesn't end up being really exciting. You manage to rationalize your acceptance of it in some way. Any person who needs to lead must possess the micro ability of igniting passion in others. Team captains must encourage their teammates to move. Managers must persuade team captains to take initiative. The CEOs must hold the managers accountable. You can find this micro skill in anyone holding an executive position. Selling the vision is the third step. This one combines the first 2 micro skills with a little extra sweetener. By demonstrating the potential you envision, you may sell your vision to others. You've put in the effort, you have the road plan in your head, and now you can see it occurring. You're confident that you can produce something spectacular given the proper circumstances and ideal moving pieces. But do other people also notice it? Can you persuade them that your vision is grounded in truth rather than merely myths? You can only progress so far on your own in the end. You won't get that far if you can't persuade others of your vision. Casual networking is the fourth. The value of networking cannot be overstated. We've had endless conversations about it. However, a lot of people struggle to launch their networks. Some individuals believe that networking is attending large gatherings, donning a name badge, and making as many introductions as you can. We've seen it happen countless times, so there's little chance it will help you. Do this if you have no idea how to begin your network. Re-establish contact with those you've lost touch with without seeking anything in return. After that, introduce everyone to one another. It really is that easy. You might have lost touch with a friend who is now a lawyer and who you once knew. Another acquaintance of yours might be in need of legal counsel. Before introducing them to one another, you ask each person if they're interested. You now know a person who you've delivered a client to, as well as someone you've assisted in a situation. Casual networking typically operates in this manner. Giving a little bit more than you receive is number 5. Why would I put myself in a situation where others could take advantage of me? You might be asking yourself. The response is that those who are worth doing business with won't act in that manner. They too give a little bit more than they take, which explains why. Giving more than you take indicates that you are seeking mutual rather than personal gain. A customer will always return if you give them a bit more. It's a win-win situation when one person in a relationship gives a little bit more and the other reciprocates. Don't worry, there's enough amount of benefits for everyone. You will only ever make $1 if you are continuously looking for ways to save money. Sixth, hear what the other perspective has to say. If you don't hear both sides of the story, you'll never fully comprehend something. Unfortunately, it's really challenging in the times we're in right now. You only see content on social media that you agree with. You may find evidence online if you think the sun will blow up next year. You will only see it if you think that everyone becomes wealthy thanks to some dubious cryptocurrency business. You are certain to become trapped in a bubble if you do that, and you have no concept how the world functions. Make a determination to consider the other viewpoint for anything you are researching. It could make you more aware of reality or strengthen your convictions. But to get the complete picture, you must consider both sides. A great sense of focus is number 7. Despite spending 8 hours at work, most people only work for 3 of those hours. The majority of time is wasted waiting for other events, meetings, or breaks. No one ever spends 8 hours non-stop on difficult things. Without suffering severe concentration and performance deficits, your brain just can't process all of that. Your energy runs out after 2 to 3 hours of the most hard and creative chores. You must be conscious of that and give it your all. You'll accomplish more than most people ever will in an office if you concentrate entirely for 2 hours each day. Google is the 8th option. And by this, we mean looking for accurate and important data. Do you realize how many individuals struggle to locate trustworthy information online? If you had simply done a thorough Google search, you may have prevented innumerable errors. But a lot of people lack this really basic micro skill. Even though it's impossible to know everything about everything, many individuals seem to believe that if they need to Google something they don't know, they must be a fake. Ask programmers what one of the most essential abilities a coder should possess is. Even when they don't have all the information, smart people know where to look for it. Managing rejection is number 9. Your negotiations were unsuccessful. Your date mocked you with laughter. You were demoted after becoming promoted. People frequently experience rejection, and they struggle mightily to cope. Many people eventually decide to shun all their interactions in an effort to prevent experiencing rejection again. We could tell you that an ex-entrepreneur was turned down 100 times before landing a transaction, but we have a better tale to share with you. This is how the tale unfolds, and it's true. An independent author made the decision to conduct a small test. He completely rewrote a book that received a national award in 1969. He literally only changed the author's name. After that, he sent the book to other magazines, including the one that had previously published the original. Guess what happened? The book was rejected by every single one of them. Mind you, the first revision was a National Book Award winner. This teaches us that people frequently reject us not because we are foolish or because our products are stupid. They act in this manner because they lack all the necessary knowledge. They either don't understand it or are somewhat ignorant themselves. Everyone must deal with their own issues. You are not any less because of it. The 10th tip is how to trick your way into a place. You might be the most skilled person in your field. You might have the answer to everyone's dilemma. Even though you have the solution that they are seeking, it doesn't necessarily follow that they will start banging on your door. Frequently, you have to gently push the door open. Getting into a situation where people will listen to you requires some deception. Take Dropbox as an illustration. A 3-minute video presentation showcasing the creation was used to pitch the product. The video is bogus though. The item was hypothetical at the time. The video increased their beta tester base overnight from 5,000 to 75,000 while it was still in development. However, we do not advocate falsifying your abilities. The product was really created later by the Dropbox team. Opportunities don't ring your doorbell. You must be the one who walks through the door. You need to knock a little bit louder from time to time, and it's a challenging procedure. Finally, in order to stand out, you must be distinctive, which can be challenging if you try to force it, but quite simple if you accept who you are. Everybody varies their methods just a little. Different settings are better for them. Create your own morning routine to get a feel for what works best for you, and fortunately for you, you can see the greatest video on how to create your morning ritual on our website. To ensure that you don't miss any of our next videos, be sure to subscribe and click the like button. We appreciate your interest and hope to see you on our next video.